So as I stated, 1977 Ford F-150, renewed, fully restored, better than new, fully powder coated frame. Every piece was pulled off individually, sandblasted, zinc enriched primer, and powder coated. This thing is phenomenal. I mean, I can't even tell you in words. It's been, the body was taken down to bare metal, cleaned up, etched, and then it's got epoxy primer with a very thick, like rust bullet coating, and then top coated with a chassis black. Like I said, everything, even these panels, the fender aprons were pulled off, sandblasted, and powder coated. Every panel, the springs, you name it, every piece. All new grade 8 hardware and or stainless hardware was used with reassembly. These wheels are 18 by 10 XD KMC XD wheels. Beautiful wheels, very chrome. I do have a set of 17 by 10 inch Ultra Manufacturing black with a machine lip wheels that are available if you want the black wheels instead of these wheels. These tires are brand new. They're Dixie Peck Extreme Country. They're 305 60 18s. The 33 1250 17s are what are mounted on the Ultra Manufacturing black wheels with the machine lip. Those are Fun Country 2 Dixie Peck tires. Just can't really say enough about this truck. I've had several videos about it. The liner is actually a DuPont liner that the painter that did the work for me back in Colorado about 10 years ago. He had a kit and he wanted to try it. It was sprayed in. It's a beautiful bed liner. Really turned out nice. But the truck is originally from San Jose, Sacramento, California area. I bought it back in 2000, so I've owned it for over 22 years. In that time, when I purchased it, it was originally primer gray. I didn't work on it for the first couple of years, just drove it and used it as a pickup, but now I've, over the past 10 years, have fully restored it, renewed it, and like I said, made it even better than original. It's got LED headlights, all the lights work, blinkers, you name it. I mean, this is not a truck you would find around ever. It's just gorgeous. This paint is actually a Chrysler graphite metallic, found in all their early 2000s up to like 2012 vehicles. I just found this color to be just gorgeous. It's just got quite a metallic sparkle. It's beautiful. It's not too dark, not too light. I just waxed this, so it's got a few spots where the wax is kind of stuck on it, but it's actually all finished buffing it, but it's beautiful. It's just gorgeous. The brakes are from an F350, so they have a little bit bigger piston for the caliper, and has a great clamping force. The same with the brake booster and the master cylinder off an F350 from 1977, same year. Tried to keep it so that it's easy for anyone to go and buy replacement parts if needed. The rear is a disc brake conversion from Bronco Graveyard, a Ford 9-inch disc brake conversion. All powder coated calipers. It's got just gorgeous. I mean, I just can't explain in words how beautiful everything is. Shocks are RS 9000 Ranchos, and anyways, new chrome bumper, new mirrors. I mean, the truck's just been fully gone through. There's no piece left unturned. Stainless hardware, a lockable cap, all new rubber here. This was done right. New side markers and tail lamps, new harnesses. All these lights work, everything works. This is the original tailgate, very clean, opens, no problem. That glass, it had originally a slider. It was so rotten, and it was just too hard to find all the weather stripping to redo it, so we ended up going with the solid pane, all new weather stripping, of course. Truck is, like I said, just phenomenal. Door panels are gorgeous. All the chrome is in perfect shape. It's got an infinity reference component speaker system, 6.5 right here, woofer with the tweeter. This was the glove box that the door that came with the truck. I left it original, didn't want to change it or paint or anything like that, but it's got a new liner inside, and there's where the wheel lock is. I keep it in a microfiber rag. The visor is actually original. The headliners, the liner is actually original, but I put a new carpet on top, and it's been soundproofed. It's actually great. It's all new carpet. I've got these cat universal all-weather mats, stainless steel pieces and threshold here. This is all new carpet, like I said. It was sanded down in here, and a fresh coat of urethane bed liner was put in. These trim rings are in gorgeous shape. Billet shifters from James Duff. It's an MP 435 4-speed, so the first gear is a granny gear, and there's a matching MP 205 transfer case, 4-wheel drive. Again, all stock and original. I got some liners here for this. This is a Smitty built seat, as I mentioned in the previous video. It was built and offered with the frame bracket as a bolt-in application back about 12 years ago. Smitty built has since stopped making them for this truck. So these are 2 bucket seats with a center console buddy seat. Inside here are the manuals for the retro sound Bluetooth radio and the Dakota digital dash. Everything's in just phenomenal shape. I got a fire extinguisher placed here. This is all new weather stripping. Yeah, it just kind of overlaps here. It's in great shape. Like I said, everything's just phenomenal. I went with a two-tone interior. This is a Ford Lightning silver, back in the early Ford Lightning trucks, and the cab is actually Ford Lightning silver with a black and the graphite. I just thought that looked so good, with just to break it up. I mean, Ford's color schemes are phenomenal, and I just thought I'd kind of recreate that. Just all new everything, all the new rubber pieces, new door striker. Everything's just in fantastic shape. So again, all new moldings. Everything was done the right way, pulled off, media blasted, painted, and just done just incredibly beautiful. I had a Marty report done on this, and everything's essentially original except for the paint came from the factory as a green, like an emerald green. I didn't care for that color. Like I said, when I purchased the truck 22 years ago, it was all primer silver, and I just didn't want to keep it that way. But in my other videos, you'll see this dash light up, but you can see it now. Just gorgeous. There's a cold start video that I uploaded this morning. Again, all the door thresholds, everything is just in perfect shape. I have a new Marty sticker I'm going to put on here. It obviously matches the original VIN plate and everything, but yeah, I had it. It's in perfect shape. It really is. I just can't say enough about it. There's stainless steel mile marker locking hubs that just go beautifully. I mean, you can see how clean that is. Everything's just tapered just right. The drive lines were custom built for this because the originals weren't quite strong enough, I didn't think. and I'll show you why here in a minute. There's a electric fuel pump, and it's all in hardware used to connect all the way back. Put this down for a second so I can lift this head. All right, heads up. You can see everything was pulled off, sandblasted, powder coated. This way, if there's ever any brake fluid that leaks or anything, it won't eat up this coating. It's in perfect shape. All the new hardware, everything was replaced. I just can't express in detail enough. The hinges are a zinc coating, original hinge. Let's see, stainless steel brake hardware and fuel lines. Everything's in perfect shape. It's got a Borgeson steering shaft, all new joints. Here's the fuel regulator, MSD 6AL ignition module. It's got the billet MSD distributor and the blaster coil. It has a Holley 670 Truck Avenger carb. All new, I mean everything. The electrical's in phenomenal shape. It is the original loom that's been wrapped, and it's just in great shape. Everything's great. The alternator is a 110 amp billet alternator. The heads are something to talk about. They are Edelbrock part number 61629. They were made for this Ford 351 modified and or Ford 400, which is essentially the same motor, just different crank and connecting rods. But this motor was a 351M from the factory. It's the original motor, but I took it and made it a 400 since there's no replacement for displacement. Put these Ford Cleveland Edelbrock 61629 heads on with a matching cam, and it's got an Edelbrock intake. Again, this is powder coated. Actually, this is a Whelen, sorry, but this has been powder coated as well. I tried to keep the original aluminum look to it, but I powder coated it clear just to keep a nice protectant so it doesn't discolor or anything weird. The manifolds were Cerakoted. They're the original Ford 400 manifolds that were they were in great shape. This rusted a little bit, so they were sandblasted, cleaned up, and Cerakoted. Anyways, K&N filter, oil pan was pulled off, sandblasted, powder coated. These covers are for the Ford 400 351Ms. This is a Wild Horse 4x4 Sagna power steering conversion kit. Again, the plate was powder coated. Got a billet pulley here, all new hoses. You can see it's just in perfect shape. This is a Bronco Graveyard aluminum radiator for these trucks. A nice billet aluminum reservoir overflow. I just can't say enough about it. This truck is enormously powerful. It's beautiful. It's beyond anything you would have found from the factory. I mean, I just can't overstate it enough. It was done right. 509 Restorations is who restored the truck, and I mean, I essentially did most of the work, but used the company to make it happen. I don't know what else to talk about. The Edelbrock spec sheet on the power of this motor is right around 450 horsepower, and I can agree to that. I have a high output Ford 460 that I run as well, and in a different truck, and power is compatible. It's comparable. It's you know, right around 500 horse. It's incredible. But it's just fun to drive. It's more of a Sunday driver since it's a restored truck. I've taken it to car shows and won a couple. Yeah, just this switch here was going to be for some LED lights up at the front, some fog lights, but I haven't finished wiring that. I'll leave that switch there for anyone who wants to make to add an accessory or whatever they would like to do with it. Ignition is new, the key, locks and everything. Here's the lock for the fuel access and so forth. It's just a beautiful truck. I mean, it really is. So I got some extra wipers there. It's beautiful paint. These are some Panasonic speakers for the rear, but like I said, component system up front. Sounds great. Just everything about it is amazing. I've added these Ford 400 emblems since it is a 400 now, and yeah, it's just awesome. Like I said, all stainless brake lines and everything. Just there's nothing left unfinished, nothing left that is needed. All the lights work. Kick those on for you right now. So it is lit up. All these lights light up and work great. And the sun's kind of glaring, but you can't see, but they're on. You can see them in there. They're definitely glowing, but anywho, everything works. Happy bidding. I hope you enjoy this truck as much as I have the last 22 years. It's been a phenomenal investment and truck, and I just hate to see it go, but it needs a new owner. I've started a couple other projects through my 509 restoration company, and yeah, it just needs to be need to make room for the other projects. So thank you.